Okay, so we are going to do a channeled message for New Earth leaders and begin to consider things such as the New Earth Self, New Earth Leadership, New Earth Vision, but really whatever the Akashic Records wants to share on the topic of the New Earth. So I'm going to go ahead, open up the Akashic Records, and see what wisdom, guidance, and spiritual truth is ready to come through today about the topic of the New Earth. So I'm going to go ahead and open the Akashic Records now and see what's available for us. So immediately as I'm starting to enter into the Akashic Records, there's a very clear message for New Earth leaders about rising up. Let me just finish opening them and then I will continue. So the vision that's coming through immediately upon opening the Akashic Records for New Earth leaders is this concept or vision of all of these people and those who are New Earth leaders or those who are paradigm shifters or here to bring in a new reality are being lit up or turned online right now. Essentially, you are being awakened to a deep truth within you. You are being reminded of the power that exists within you to make a change in the world. Almost as if no matter how much adversity or challenge you've been facing, whether it's this year or years prior, you are still here for a purpose and for a reason. You have a major frequency impact on the planet, so your existence impacts the entire trajectory of this ascension and this evolution. So as you are continuing to rise, as you're continuing to grow, what is happening is you are going through a massive shift internally. As you are being called to rise up even higher, you're being asked to face all of the deepest things that could potentially hold you back from your mission and purpose. And if you feel like you're behind right now, or you are like not catching up to where you want to be in life, you feel like things aren't working out for you, it's because you're entertaining things that aren't for you. And it might feel like in those time periods nothing's moving, nothing's changing, nothing's shifting. But what's actually happening is you almost need to go through an experience where you fully see and experience and feel how wrong something is for you in order to finally leave that chapter behind or close the door on something that you might have been entertaining for a longer period of time. And what that's doing is it's creating space for you to be a better leader. It's creating space for you to step up and stand into the version of yourself that you're destined to be. The version of yourself that's actually here to lead so many people across the planet. The version of you that is meant to be of service to humanity and use your gifts to raise the frequency. I want to see if there's anything else specifically that wants to come through on the New Earth or New Earth leaders. Let's see if there's any other messages. So there's just a really strong energy of challenge, like challenges that are entering into your life to test you, almost like you're playing a game with your shadow, and it's like chess or checkers, and like your shadow is consistently putting moves against you, and you need to somehow predict your shadow's moves in order to be able to ascend out of it. And as you move through this ascension out of it, the most important thing I'm feeling to share is that there is an out of what you're experiencing, but the out actually comes from the internal recognition of what is for you and what's not for you. And the moment that you can internally accept that is the moment that your external world will change. So even if you're falling back into old habits and they're unavoidable in the physical external, if you know internally that those habits are not for you anymore, and if you know those resources or those habits, if they didn't exist, then you wouldn't be actually doing them. What's going to happen is your energy will move you to a place where you can't have them. You won't be able to access the things that are bad habits. For example, maybe like you know that you shouldn't drink coffee anymore, but you constantly have coffee near you, or you have a coffee shop downstairs like in your close to your home, whatever. It's like that, but it's like As you let go internally, your external world will change to reflect the internal changes. And so right now, instead of trying to make something change in your external reality, why can't you focus on making something change inside? So a big focus for New Earth leaders right now is doing the shadow work, is doing the subconscious healing, is keeping yourself aligned and connected to a greater mission, keeping yourself aligned and connected to a greater purpose. So it seems like that is what wants to come through from the Akashic Records today on the topic of the New Earth. And if this topic of New Earth leadership, the New Earth self, becoming the best version of yourself and living in New Earth communities, being able to connect and have a symbiotic relationship with yourself, with others, with the earth, with the land, and you want to live this more fifth dimensional, organic type of lifestyle, I do have my program, New Earth Academy, starting tomorrow, which is super exciting. We are starting with the concept of the New Earth self. So this is understanding fully and identifying who you are in the New Earth, essentially your New Earth avatar, and then how you can merge into that version of yourself now, which is just going to begin to speed up the process of you actually becoming the version of yourself that's existing in the New Earth, the version of yourself that's living in community, that eats organically and healthily, the version of yourself that is fully embodied in a New Earth lifestyle. So we're going to learn in the first module how you can actually merge with that version of you, merge with that aspect of you in order to speed up or accelerate your New Earth timeline. Because the truth is, we do need to accelerate the New Earth timeline, and we need to do that now. There is no more time to wait in terms of merging and living in a New Earth timeline. So that is our first major module. There is 6 modules, 6 weeks. We start tomorrow, and you also get some bonus modules when you sign up on the New Earth mission, New Earth leadership, and grid work. It is such an incredible program. The price is also going to be rising tomorrow when we officially begin. You can learn more at the top of my page. It is going to be an incredible group of incredible New Earth leaders who are all here for a similar purpose, who exist on a similar frequency. It is really going to feel, when you watch the content and tune into the meditations, the quantum healings, the lessons, that you're coming home, or that you're tuning into a safe sanctuary that's going to raise your vibration every single week and help you fully stay remained on a New Earth timeline. Despite everything happening in the world, you truly need that thing that is going to help you kind of keep your head above water, remind you of the New Earth life, remind you of the lifestyle that you desire to live, and be able to help you actually merge into that reality despite any of the chaos or global events that are happening. So I'm super excited to kick off New Earth Academy starting tomorrow. You can learn more at the top of my page. The price will be rising tomorrow as well, so make sure you get in before then. You can send me a direct message with any questions, and if you are curious to dive in more to your personal life, your personal reality, how can you yourself through the Akashic Records align to the New Earth, you can also book a New Earth reading, Akashic Records reading with me, where we're actually going to dive in and create a blueprint or a step-by-step plan as to how you can live in your personal New Earth lifestyle and New Earth reality. The last thing that I want to mention before we turn the video off is, if you are curious to learn how to read the Akashic Records, whether it's for yourself, for a client, or to be able to teach them, we do have our round 4 spring training for the Akashic Records starting in 8 days from today. So you can learn more at the top of my page, and I am super excited to start our program and journey of New Earth Academy tomorrow and Akashic Records a week from tomorrow. I'm sending you so much love, and once again, if you want to learn more about New Earth Academy, the link is at the top of my page, and you can also send me a direct message. I'm sending you so much love.